Welcome to another episode, everyone. CJ Stroud, his father is serving a life sentence in prison. I didn't know this. I follow the NFL. CJ Stroud being the quarterback in the NFL, the quarterback for the Houston Texans, in fact. This is his father serving a life sentence in prison. Apparently, he has been unable thus far to get his father out of this situation, even though he is famous and a millionaire. Once you're inside of this system, it is hard to get out, no matter who you are.
But as a child, his brothers never gave him anything. So they would be dogs in the house. And I would just sit back and let them go. Just let them do what they do. At 12 years old, CJ hit a baseball 10 feet short of Yankee Stadium over the fence. And he wasn't even playing baseball. He come home one day and he said, "Dad, I want to play for the Snoop All-Star." And so one day I get a call and they say, "Hey, Snoop Dogg is calling." I've heard it once said it's hard for a man to stumble when he's on his knees. And so we started with prayer in my home, and my kid's mom would roll out the red carpet. She would prepare the food and I would prepare the word. And so that's how my youngest son, CJ, the fourth, was raised in the faith, and of course his brothers and sisters. That's how we gave back to our community that we're in.
That is so beautiful.
That
so
was
it's been so strong throughout your whole life. Since you were a kid and now your kids. I know CJ speaks so highly about you and about his faith, and he always mentions God in every conversation. It's such a beautiful thing, and he credits you for that.
Awesome.
So that's incredible to have that strength in God together and to show the world, right?
Yes. Well, it's a tribute to also not only me, but also his mom.
Yeah.
We both.
And not to question him or his faith, I would like to know how he ended up with life in prison, since he is so steep into the faith that he had his whole family praying. They had a certain structure, and he instilled this in his son, CJ Stroud, to the point where, as the lady interviewer here alluded to, CJ mentions God in every interview and so forth, gives God all of the glory, and apparently speaks highly of his father, still loves his father and respects his father, even though his father has life in prison. So I would like to know why he is in there. Not to say that individuals who are deeply religious can't make mistakes and end up in prison. He did, and many others have. So I'm not judging this man. I certainly have been to prison, as many of you know. I have done over 30 years, unfortunately, of incarceration. Far from me to judge anyone. I would, however, like to know why he is in there, what were the circumstances that led to him receiving a life sentence in prison, and how long he's been in there and so forth. After being so religious, and I'm not, again, questioning his faith or his commitment to his faith. Clearly, he is or was a devoutly religious man, because he instilled it so much in his own children, and they believed it and believed in him and his preachings. So I am not here to question it.
Instilled in him those values, godly values, and of course he took it on his own. But he was the type of kid that.
Yeah, what was CJ like growing up? And why is he the only one that has your name? You had Isaiah didn't have your name. And
well, they got biblical names.
Right, yeah. Isaiah. And
yes.
And CJ. Mini you.
These mini me.
That's right.
Yeah, but CJ, outspoken, confident, never gave us any trouble. Just a great kid. I mean, of course, kids will try. All kids do. But he grew up. He had a lot of influence from not only his parents, but brothers and sisters. That's what shaped us. Mm-hmm. And as a kid, he always excelled in anything had to do with the ball. My fondest memory is when he went to a school called Tutor Time. Mm-hmm. And while I would go to work, of course, his mom, was a stay-at-home wife, and we would take him over to Tutor Time. And all day he would be at the basket just shooting. And when we pick him up, he'd be doing the same thing. And the other kids, he wouldn't want to share the court. We would say, CJ, you got to share with the other kids. So everything that had to do with the ball,
he was obsessed.
He would follow after. But
are you a better baller than him? like if you had the chance to do the same thing, would you have been as good as he was? Or is he better than you?
I look forward to telling some of these stories that only him and I know of. I'll tell you, at the age of 13, him and I used to play in my driveway, right? And, we lived in Rancho Cucamonga. He's told that story. And he would go at me and his brothers. And, so one day we go out, and this is around Christmas when he was 13 years old. And I said, CJ, $300, I got you. Let's go. Let's get it. And I really went out there, and I would not let him beat me. He beat me straight up.
No way. There's no way.
At 13 years old.
So, but you were 6'3". He wasn't 6'3" at 13.
No, but he's just, anything to do with a ball. Baseball, basketball, football. I don't know if he's told the story, but as a child, his brothers never gave him anything. So they would be dogs in the house. And I would just sit back and let them go. Just let them do what they do.
Teach them the hard way.
Yeah, but the thing that was I want to say why he was head and shoulders above is he believed in putting in the work. And so, there's many stories that to be told that he's already started on that track when I was out and I saw what he did in the community.
That had nothing to do with sports.
No, that has everything to do with sports. That everybody knows in that community. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man. It seems rather sad, really. I would like to know what he's in there for. They're going to get into that at some point because this interview, or this is a clip of the interview that he had. He had an hour-long interview or so with this podcast, Between the Lines. Shout out to them. They do good work. They go inside of the prisons and are able to speak with these individuals who are incarcerated. Many of them have been there for a very long time. Many of them have life in prison, etc. And they're able to get messages out to the youth and to the public at large, authentic messages, an authentic look behind the scenes of what prison life is really like, in hopes that it inspires someone to stay out of prison and stay out of that life. So far, the individual here just seems like a proud father, like any other father, speaking about his son and how he taught him and how special his son is. And he's just a human being who is certainly proud of the son that he has now, the son that he has become, being in the NFL, which is a rare thing, and being a successful NFL player. Clearly, CJ was motivated from early on to be something or to be someone in some sort of sport. He's alluding to the fact that CJ played baseball, basketball, and of course, he's a professional football player. So he just wanted to get his hands on any sort of ball and be successful. And he is. Proud father, here's what I see. I'm going to go back and research and check out the interview in its entirety so that I can find out why he is in prison. They're not mentioning that now. What the circumstances are. Perhaps I'm just being nosy. But again, it's not to judge him. I just would like to know. It's just my curiosity. Because life in prison is a serious thing. It's not like he has 3 or 4 or 5 years. He has life in prison. I'd like to know how long he has been in there already. 10, 15, 20 years? Since CJ was a child? Or has he just recently gone to prison? I'm going to assume he went to prison before CJ Stroud became a professional ball player. So I'll check out that interview and see why he's in prison. And I'm going to bring it to you too, because I want to know.
At 12 years old, CJ hit a baseball, I would say 10 feet short of Yankee Stadium over the fence. And he wasn't even playing baseball. So 1 year, I want to say he was about 11 years old. Mm-hmm. And he was just tired of playing basketball and football because he's been playing since he was a baby. Mm-hmm. We've been all over the AAU circuit. Right. We've been all over with the whole basketball and football. We've done travel ball. Yeah, of course, I told you I was his first coach. But anyway, so 1 year he says, "Hey, I'm tired, Dad. I don't want to play. I just want to play baseball with my friends." Mm-hmm. So we went to what we call the Major Leagues field, which is literally like a minor league park And he's taller than the rest of the kids at 11 years old. And the parents are like, they got their birth certificate. They're saying, he's not 11, he's not 11. He goes up to the plate, bases loaded, and he towers the ball over the fence. And it was like 10 yards. You can't make this up.
That is amazing.
I seen this with my own eyes.
Is everybody like...
Couldn't believe it.
Babe Ruth.
Couldn't believe it. And in
That's
football,
incredible.
In football, he was winning championships every year. The deck would be stacked. We would go to a place in Corona where they would do the weigh-in, so they had the better kids. And CJ hates to lose, so he would cry and would say, "Man, you know you can't win them all, but if you want to win, go back in and dig hard, and you'll come back next time you win." And the first time we won the championship is when CJ was a buddy youth, and we won the championship with him. Playing.
What age was that?
He was 12 years old. So we played with we played with the Junior All-American, which is similar to Pop Warner.
Yes,
but
yes,
then
yes.
Before that, I introduced him to the Snoop Dogg League. I don't know if you know that story.
No, I don't know that.
Yeah, well, he played in the Snoop Dogg League.
Oh, of course, yeah, Snoop Dogg. I thought you said Dog League. Yeah, the Snoop Dogg story. Yeah.
He played in that league. Quick
Yes.
synopsis on that story. Before he ever played in that league, he come home one day and he said, "Dad, I want to play for the Snoop All-Star." And I said, "Son, we don't play daddy ball." Well, daddy ball means this. Because I'm your father, I can just get you on the team.
Right.
I said, your work is going to get you on the team.
Right.
And so we put out a CD at the time. Actually, I'm sorry, a DVD at the time. And the DVD was C.J. Stroud, the next Michael Vick. Because Michael Vick was big in those days.
Yeah, I know.
That's why he wears the number 7.
Oh, I
Because of
didn't know
Michael
that.
Vick, and then his dad, I told him from a child, don't never change that number.
Really? Are you
Yeah.
a big Michael Vick fan?
Yeah, I'm a big Michael Vick
Okay.
fan. And so CJ basically went out and playing with the Junior All-American team. We won the championship at 12 years old. And so from there on, I got to get back. I kind of got sidetracked with the Snoop All-Stars. So he said he wanted to play for the Snoop All-Stars. And I said, they don't play daddy ball, but if your work will speak for itself. And what we did is we put out the video and they saw it. And so one day I get a call and they say, "Hey, Snoop Dogg is calling." We go out. We went to 2 practices. That league, we was going up to Arizona to play against a team in Arizona. And before CJ joined that team, I don't even think they scored against them. Only after 2 practices, we go up and we win. It's called the Snooper Bowl. This was like in 2014. He won the Super Bowl. And so that's when he started elevating just before my incarceration.
Wow. Let me know what you think in the comments. C.J. Stroud's father there. Again, clearly just a proud father. I will do some more homework and see if I can discover why the man is incarcerated for the rest of his life. He has a life sentence. Many life sentences are overturned now by the parole board, if you will. They are letting lifers out of prison, fortunately. Many of them do deserve to come home after so long. Just would like to know the circumstances that led him there. I'm going to go see if I can find that right now, in fact. Let me know what you think in the comments. Again, as far as I can see, just someone who is calm in nature. I'm sure wants to come home and be a part of the success that is his son. Be a part of that life. Go to the game and watch his son play in real life at the game. In the playoffs or something, doesn't want to be sitting in a jail cell watching it on a little small TV screen. That's unfortunate. Sad, really. Shout out to him. Shout out to C.J. Stroud. Shout out to his father into Between the Lines. Hopefully that man can get free soon and continue on with his religion and be a testimony in the community with the things that he has been through there in prison. An asset. We need them. Stay safe and stay free, people.